I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hello, it is Nikkie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making some resin keychains, and these are some of the keychains that will be included in my spring mystery bags. And for the base of all of these keychains, I'm going to be using a variety of my glitters, with the first one being pink coral. You can find these glitters on my website at 𝐁𝐮𝐬𝐬.com. They can be used in resin, nails, and all of your crafting needs. And so I'm just starting off by pouring the base of these keychains. And I did end up using a pink transparent tint for these as well. And it just gives it that pink undertone. And I do end up going with some 99.9% alcohol to pour on the base of the mold, and that helps release some of those bubbles that might get trapped at the bottom. So the next glitter I'm going in is Glistening Snow, and I am going to put this in the same cup that I did the pink coral. And so this is going to give off a little pink hint to that glitter, which I absolutely love how it turned out. And I'm so glad I did that, plus recycle and not have to use a different cup, use the same one. And it gave me a perfect mix, and I absolutely love how that base turned out. And so here I'm going in with the heat gun, and I'm trying to help spread out that glitter around the edge of the mold. It wasn't working as well as I wanted it to, but it did help a little. Just using a popsicle stick would have worked just a tad bit faster. But it does help pop bubbles as well. And so the last one I'm going to be using is Marina Blue, which is a perfect blue color. I absolutely love this one as well. You know, I couldn't do keychains without doing blue as background for at least one of them. It would be me. So here it is the next day after letting that resin cure for 24 hours. I am going in with some washi tape that I got off of Temu. I will link it in the description box if I can remember, or if it's still in stock. Just look in the description box so you can be able to find that. Working with resin is so endless in the many things that you can incorporate into resin art. And so being able to include these amazing washi tapes and stickers that I purchased to my resin projects is so fun and so thrilling to work with, just to see how the different creations come out. And this fit that background so perfectly. And so I was so amazed by the turnout of these keychains. And another thing you want to make sure when you are pulling, because if you notice, I am pulling up the sticker because I placed it wrong. But the downside to this, if you notice, I'm holding it down while I'm pulling it up, because in the event that I will break the seal on this mold, meaning I would detach that bottom piece away from the mold, when I go to pour in the top to cover it, it's going to seat within the side. And so you want to make sure that you don't do what I did. When you put it down, you want to make sure it's where you want it to go, so you don't have to struggle with pulling it back up. So these are butterfly stickers, and they are listed, I believe, don't quote me, I'll leave the link in the description box as well, as PVC stickers. And so I'm pretty much going to cut out to size the design that I like. And it has a variety of shades. It has the blue pink and the pink purplish type of shades. And I'm going to cut out the ones that best fit that background and place those in the mold as well. So for this particular one, I am going in with the Marina Blue and some UV resin, and I'm going to go around the edges of the washi tape so it doesn't have a harsh line, or you can see that transition from the sticker to the glitter. And so I'm using that glitter mix with UV resin to kind of remove that harsh line or cut out from the washi tape. And so to freeze that UV gel in place, I just went in ahead and brought in my UV Melody Susie nail lamp. So technically, I use it to, when I need to do a flash cure on my gel polishes. And so it works perfectly for flash curing my UV resin as well. So I went ahead and put that to use. Once I do the complete edges, I am going to then put this under my bigger UV lamp to fully cure for 3 to 4 minutes. So I am going to use some high velocity UV resin to top coat these resins. Now, at the time that I was doing this, I wanted to use UV resin because UV resin cures on a UV lamp and it's quicker. The turnaround time is quicker. However, these circles are big and UV resin ain't cheap. And I have a little bottle, so to try to top coat all 6 of these plus the ones I was doing afterwards, it was going to take a long time, and I didn't want to use all my UV resin because, as you can see, I only got a small bottle. So I only end up doing 2 of them, and then the rest of them I did my epoxy resin, which is a 1-to-1 resin, and you have to let it cure for 24 hours. That's the best way to go, because as you're going to see once I demold these, the 2 that I did with UV resin did not cure on the side, and the reason being is that this is a dark color mold, so it's not clear, so the UV light was not able to penetrate the sides of the mold. And so 2 of them did, the 2 that I did the UV resin did end up coming out sticky, and I don't know why I didn't think of that when I was doing it. It wasn't until I demolded it to where I was like, yeah, that light can't penetrate the sides, girl. So if you're using this mold, you definitely want to go in with the epoxy resin to dome and top coat those, or make sure when you take it out you do the sides, because that's what I end up doing. I just took, once I took it out the mold, I put it back under the lamp, and that end up curing the sides with no problem. It was just something I didn't think about when I was doing it. It's still sticky.
what a wonderful world.